Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, President Chip, and today we're going to be talking about some of the games coming up in Week 4. Of course, Georgia's not, playing this weekend, so, not much to do there. But, yeah, so it's just, pretty chill games for me personally anyway, so let's go right into it. Also, by the way, if y'all looking for that stream, I might be able to make the Tennessee-Oklahoma game. I'll have to see, though. No promises there, but look out for that stream if it does happen. And, yeah, let's get right into it. All right, to start things off here, we got Illinois versus Nebraska, number 24 Illinois versus number 22 Nebraska. Later today on Friday, top 25 matchup on a Friday night. A little nice game to watch. And obviously Nebraska is at home, Memorial Stadium. But so real quick, I'm just gonna just go over this one really quickly. Obviously Royal, he's got the Dylan Royal, he's got the hype. Everybody calling him the next coming of Patrick Mahomes. But there'll be two good offenses here. I mean, just looking at the stats. I mean, both QBs thrown for over 600 yards so far this season. Royals got 5 touchdowns. Altmaier's got 6 touchdowns for Illinois, and obviously Nebraska's favored has his major favorite in this game. 69.4% chance of winning. 8.5 points. So Illinois might be able to cover the spread. I think they will. I think it will be a close game for sure. However, I just think just because they're at home and, Nebraska, they're on a roll right now. This is one of the tougher games, obviously, it's a top 25 game. But regardless, I just don't see Illinois winning this game. And I have not watched a lot of Illinois, I'll be fully honest with you, but just on paper and just seeing how Nebraska has played, I'm going to go ahead and say that the Nebraska Cornhuskers are going to get the win. And the official score prediction for this game is going to be 30-27. I think Nebraska gets the win. I think both offenses, are able to score some points, but defense is going to do their job, every now and then. So yeah, 30-27, Nebraska gets the win. And all right, and for the next big game, we got number 11 USC Trojans at number 18 Michigan. This is a huge game here because if USC is able to get this win, they go to 3-0, probably jump up. They beat another ranked team, after beating LSU at the beginning of the season in Las Vegas. So this is going to be a huge game. And for Michigan, if they want to keep any hopes alive for the playoff, they need to win this game at home. This is an absolutely crucial game for both teams. Michigan loses this, obviously, they go to 2 losses and it starts looking rough for them. And yeah, so in terms of the Trojans, I saw that LSU game. Didn't really watch them after that. I watched a little bit here and there, but they looked all right. Of course, that offense is always looking good. That defense is the major factor here for USC. I think compared to years past, and surprisingly, considering who their head coach is, Lincoln Riley, I think their defense is much better than they used to. Much better. And I think they can come in and be clutch more than they have been. They're still not very good, in the grand scheme of things, but they're not bad. They're mediocre. They're a mediocre defense who can get the job done every now and then. We saw that with LSU, who I think have a pretty good offense. And so, yeah, they're coming into this game red hot. I mean, we already saw Michigan get absolutely destroyed by Texas. Could have been even worse in Ann Arbor. So, yeah, this is that home advantage by no means. It means nothing here. I mean, this could get ugly for Michigan if they, let it happen. That defense, it's but it's not as good as I thought after the Texas game. And, Miller Moss, I think he could have a very good, so far this season, has 670 yards, 2 touchdowns. But, I think he could have a very, very good game this week. I mean, hey, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a high-scoring game for USC. And by high-scoring, I mean like in 30, something like that. And that Michigan offense, they're not very good, man. That Michigan offense, I don't rate it. Simple as that. So, it's just how many guys he lost last season, and not only did you look horrible in the Texas game, but you struggled against bad teams. And, this head coach, his first year, I mean, it's just a disaster for Michigan. I think this is going to be another disaster. I think USC is just going to go ahead and take care of business, to be honest with you. And they're only a slight favorite in this game, by 4.5 points. But I'm going to go ahead and say that they win by more than 4.5 points. I'm going to go ahead and say that USC is going to win this game 35-20. Michigan's going to get a few points on the board, you know what I'm saying? Maybe get a garbage time touchdown every, But USC is going to take care of business. I think it'll be pretty easy for the Trojans. And so USC will go to 3-0. Michigan will drop 2-2. Michigan hits their playoff hopes pretty much goodbye. And USC is, it's going to be on a roll. And hopefully, for them, a major contender. And, put themselves on the map, beating Michigan and LSU, 2 ranked teams. And so, yeah, USC, watch out for them if they win this game. By how much I think they will, you know what I'm saying? So they're looking to make a statement. I think they will make a statement. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and for the final major game, number 6 Tennessee at Oklahoma, a huge SEC game, you know what I'm saying, in Memorial Stadium, Norman, Oklahoma. Tennessee are major favorites for this game. They have about a 71% chance of winning this game, and they're favored by 7 points by a touchdown. So, hey, they're favored on the road. They have a solid offense, a great offense. They put up some great numbers. This is very similar to the offense we had 2 years ago, where the Vols, they were putting so many points on teams, and they were just stacking them. That's what they're doing this season. We'll have to see if they're able to, if they are the real deal. 2 seasons ago, they ran into Georgia, got dominated, and we didn't know what happened with South Carolina, and Spencer Rattler did to them as well. But yeah. So in terms of this game, I think Oklahoma hasn't put up the performances beforehand, and I don't think Oklahoma's good at all. They've struggled against teams they shouldn't have struggled against, like I said. And Tennessee hasn't. I think Tennessee's going to smoke them. I think Tennessee's going to put up a lot of points on Oklahoma. It's going to be a field day for them. I don't think it's going to be any issue whatsoever. I think Oklahoma's going to try. They're going to come in. Obviously, they have the home advantage, but I don't see the home field doing anything for them. I think the crowd's going to be taken out after the first quarter. I think, Nico's going to do. Going to put up like 300, 400 yards up on the ass. So, yeah, there's nothing much else to say, but you know what? Tennessee 49, Oklahoma 24. It's going to be terrible. I mean, Oklahoma might hang on for a little bit, but then they'll just lose it. They don't have this. They don't have the talent. They don't have the players. Tennessee does. Tennessee, they've established a good program over the years. You know what I'm saying? They're back. They're really good this season. I think they'll continue to have a good season and, threaten some of the big dogs like Texas, like Georgia, and like Alabama. And so, I have Tennessee winning this game, 49-24. And yeah, so Tennessee, easy win for them. And they'll go to 4-0, probably stay at number 6. And Oklahoma will probably drop down to like 20, 21, 22, and 3-1. So, yeah, that's my prediction for Tennessee, 49-24. All right, so honorable mention, some other games and little small games there here. And I'm going to predict. I'm going to go ahead and say NC State loses to Clemson on the road. Florida at Mississippi State. I'm going to go ahead and say Mississippi State wins. Those Cowboys are going to be too much for the Florida Gators. They're going to be too scared, you know what I'm saying? The loud noise is going to scare them away. And Arkansas at Auburn. I'm going to go ahead and say Auburn gets the job done at home. And of course, there is another top 25 team, which game that I did not mention. However, I do believe these teams, while they are ranked, they're kind of on the weaker side of things. Utah at Oklahoma State. Number 12, Utah versus Oklahoma State. Number 14, I go ahead and say Oklahoma State beats Utah. They've had some struggles against teams and, allowing them to have a chance to come back towards the end of the games. So I'm going to go ahead and give OSU, Oklahoma State University, a win on that. Vanderbilt at Missouri. A little shout out to Vandy, you know what I'm saying? They've been they're 2-1. They had that win week 1 where we, some of the SEC was struggling, but I'm going to go ahead and say Missouri Tigers blow them out the water. I don't think Vandy has a single chance here. And, yeah, that's about it, you know what I'm saying, for week 4. Again, no Georgia this week, so, yeah, that's all I have to say. Go Dogs, and, enjoy week 4, man.